So what we're going to explore now is how to put this data into our calculator, produce a graph of the data, and, if applicable, a linear equation from it. Okay, first of all, I want you to push your Stat button, and at the top you should see Edit. That's where we're going to start off by editing, so all you have to do is push the Enter button. Now, if you see data inside of your statistics lists, you should see L1, L2, L3. I'm going to go to the top and push Clear, Never Ever Delete, to get rid of any data that we see there. Okay, once we have cleared our data, we're going to enter the data in. And all you have to do is take this list of information, and for L1 it's going to be our hours. We're going to hit 20, 15, 12, 30, 10, 30, 10, 12, 15, 10, and then go to the list 2 and enter that set of information. 160, 135, 120, 330, 80, 108, 150, and 110. Oops. So now we have entered the data. Once you're finished entering your data, we need to tell the calculator to display the data. Okay. Assuming your calculator is properly set up, this is a very simple procedure. You're going to hit your Y equals button, clear anything you see down under Y1, Y2. Don't want to see any equations that are distracting from what we're looking at. Then you should go up to plot 1 and hit Enter to turn it on, or Enter to turn it off. Both. When you come down, if plot 1 is highlighted, it's on. If plot 1 is not highlighted, it's off. So I can turn it off just as easy. Go up, Enter, down. It's no longer highlighted. So we want it on, up, Enter. Now, second step. I want to have the best picture possible. So I need to tell the calculator where to graph. It can do it automatically if you hit the Zoom button and go down until it hits Zoom Stat. If you hit Enter, you should see this. When I look at my data, it appears that the data is reasonably linear. So I'm going to come up with an equation to model this information. And I'm going to do that by pushing the Stat button, going over with my left and right arrows to Calculate, and going down to number 4 where it says Linear Regression. I hit Enter and then generally Enter again. What I'd like to do at this time is write down the equation of the line. Now, for our purposes, we're going to round to the 100th places. So I've written down the information. Very, very important. On any quiz or exam, never write y equals ax plus b, a equals 11.1376, b equals negative 23.50. I do not need a screenshot. If I ask you for an equation, I want it to look like I can use it without having to do any work myself. You've got to do the work. This is the equation that I'm looking for. You need to be able to determine that by looking at that screenshot. Always round to where you've been asked to round. For this particular one, I'm asking you to round to the 100th. So, now that I have the equation written down to the 100th place, I will push y equals, and I will enter the equation. 11.14x minus 23.51, and I will hit Graph. And my line should go through the center of the data.